na 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 na. Kill them with it now. Na 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 na. Kill them with it, kill them with it, kill them.
Waiting too long. Finally you come along. Baby love, explain yourself, baby girl. Lean out.
Hey loves, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video. Today I'm here doing a recap of the BET Awards and the BET pre-show awards. I'm only going to talk about the pre-show for a little bit, but overall I do want to say this about the BET Awards. The only reason why I knew personally about the BET Awards was because of the media that I've been a part of for the past couple of years. They give out media invites, or you can ask to be media for the event. So that's the only reason why I feel like I personally knew the dates of the BET Awards, only from the peers and associates that I have in the entertainment business. However, for people that are not working in entertainment or media, I honestly don't believe that they even knew when the BET Awards was. I don't think they knew who in the world was going to be performing at the BET Awards, and I don't even think they knew who the host was for the BET Awards. As far as the promotion for the BET Awards this year, I felt it was very lackluster. I felt that BET could have been very well prepared, but they had one of the biggest movies to debut on their station, and that was the New Edition movie. So for them to come from the New Edition movie to like trickle down to this year, they also have a show, Incompetent, I think that's the name of it. Like, they have some good things that's going on right now with BET. I'm just confused why they have such a lack of organization at that business. Like, it just does not make sense to me. So as far as the lack of promotion, I just did not understand. I did not get it. I felt like a lot of people didn't get it. Like, the only people that knew about BET Awards was honestly this week. Like, people seen commercials this week and they're like, oh, the BET Awards is Sunday, so let's stay tuned. I seen more VH1 commercials and MTV commercials on the BET Awards than I actually seen footage of the BET Awards. So I was just very confused. I did not understand. So on to the pre-show. What kills me about media and entertainment in today's world, with the pre-shows and the BET Awards and all award shows, you guys have to stop booking these talents based off of their likes on Instagram, based off of social media influencing, or based off of anything of that sort, just because somebody looks nice. I remember when I started in media and I started at Control, and I wanted to do on carpet and I wanted to do like media and stuff like that, and I asked one of the guys that I work with, I'm like, how could I get into this, or what should I do if I want to be on the red carpets, or if I want to do that? And he was like, to be honest, they're only looking for a pretty face. So that always confused me, because I'm like, I always ask, like, why do we use this person? And I'm not knocking their job or knocking their hustle or nothing like that, but I'm like, why are we using this person? Because to be honest, like, they weren't that good. And I mean, no shade, they just weren't that good. And they're like, oh, well, they're just a pretty face, so it doesn't matter, because people are going to stop to her, they're going to talk to her, and then we're going to get exclusives. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I figured that out, like when I first moved down here in Atlanta, I didn't even want to do red carpet, so I just stayed behind the keyboard and I was just a writer. And that just made me think about the BET pre-show. They booked Cassie to do the BET pre-show, and it was probably the worst thing I ever seen in my natural life. As somebody that has a degree in communications, that went to school for communications, and actually put in a lot of work into that field, I honestly felt embarrassed for her. I felt embarrassed for BET, and I felt embarrassed for Terrence, who also went to school for that field and who also put in a lot of work to be a host and to actually build up a career in that field. It was times when the camera was on her, she did not understand.
Cassie, what's happening down there, baby?
Who's here? Hey. Yo, what's up, Terrence? What's going on? I can't find my people right now.
Can't find them? It's all good.
It was times where she was interviewing people, she was stumbling over her words, she did not know what to say. She was basically having casual conversations. And let me tell you, Cassie is somebody that falls of the lines of that pretty face. I'm not knocking her whatsoever because I know she is talented in whatever realm that she is. However, I do believe that Cassie, if they wanted to use her as a pretty face, Cassie is what she is known for, is her fashion. Cassie is no longer a singer. She's no longer doing entertainment. She is a fashionista, or whatever you want to call it, on social media. So use her for that. If you look at any other network or any other award show, BET, if y'all want to use somebody that's pretty and they do fashion and stuff like that, have a whole different segment or a different section where they actually critique or talk about designers, or talk about, oh, this is what you're wearing, what do you have on, this and that and this, and have her do that segment. Don't ever have somebody out there looking that stupid, because I have clips of this girl where, like, she didn't even know what she was talking about. She didn't even relate to the people that was there. It was just really, really bad. And I was honestly sorry for her. But then I'm like, BET, what were y'all thinking? Like, I personally and honestly, I did not get it. I did not understand why they did that. Even Terrence, he was just looking like, I will be real surprised if Terrence even ever come back to BET after that. Like, he looked fed up with it. And I know I'm not the only person that's seen that. But as far as the pre-show performances and things of that sort, you had like Hash Doll, you had I don't know his name, but the guy that sings Shoot. Like, a lot of the pre-shows, even Sean Combs' son, he was out there. A lot of the pre-show performances was actually really, really good. And then they had a lot of up-and-coming artists to do the BET Experience pre-show, which was really good. I did enjoy that. I seen Safari and Amara they were doing the pre-show and stuff, and I feel like that fit. Like, that fits. They were introducing independent artists or artists that are just coming up and stuff like that, and they are also artists. So it was a little more organic than having somebody that was too far-fetched for the job of hosting, because sometimes it's not easy to come up off the top of the dome with questions to ask. So that's how I felt about the pre-show. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down below, and also let me know how y'all feel up there in the check section. It might be over here. How did y'all feel about the pre-show? Was it good or was it bad, or you just don't really care? So on to the BET Awards, you guys. I have my notes. Like, I have a lot of notes. Y'all, I have a lot of notes. So let's go on to the intro. The show opened up. It didn't open up like it would normally open up with an act, like a talent. It opened up kind of awkward for me. It seemed kind of last minute. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all gonna get mad at me, but this is how I honestly and truthfully feel. Black Panther is so played out, and I'm so sick of it. It does not make sense. I love the movie. I love the movie. I love the movie. But the whole 30 minutes of the first half was about Black Panther. Like, the whole first 30 minutes. It was like Jamie Foxx was kind of confused, and I don't think Jamie Foxx gonna come back either. Like, Jamie Foxx was so confused. Like, it was like kind of trying to force to be funny at the beginning. Like, he just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't seem organic. And then the intro song, I don't think it was powerful enough. I was very confused that they had somebody, if y'all want a powerful entrance or a powerful intro, y'all had a guest like Childish Gambino in the audience. Why didn't he do the intro? Like, he should have like started the show or ended the show, because This Is America would have been a great start for the BET Awards. I just did not understand. I like win, but This Is America, y'all, that would have been dope. And the fact that in the intro, like, Jamie Foxx, I don't know if he was winging what he was doing when he brought up old dude from Wakanda and stuff. It just did not make sense. And I understand why Chad is so over it, because it's like, we really know how to be a dead horse. Like, we really know how to play something into the ground. And I just really wish we put this support, all this support, and put this into some creative ideas, because we could have brought something new and something different to the forefront. Like, I don't know, that's just my opinion. I know people gonna get mad at that, but I don't know. That's just me personally. I do like the fact that Black Panther did win and the director got to speak, because the director never really speaks. And I love his message. I love what he said. You can tell he's Cali all the way. He did a very powerful speech, and it really motivated me. I'm sure it motivated a lot of people, but everything else, that Wakanda stuff, is getting corny. So next we had Wale perform. Well, it was really J. Cole performed, but Wale was on the stage. And J. Cole performance, J. Cole is from my hometown. He's Fayetteville, 26 and whatever. But J. Cole did a awesome performance, like a great performance. And this is what I gotta say. Like, Fayetteville, we've never had an artist come out of Fayetteville that was actually popping, like, that was actually as big as J. Cole. And I honestly feel like J. Cole put in so much work, and he is so talented, yet he is very underrated. And I feel like J. Cole is gonna get to a point where he don't even go to award shows anymore, because it's like people don't appreciate his art. Like, I have not heard or seen one recap of his performance at all. And I understand everybody have different tastes, but I felt like his lyrics spoke something, and his lyrics was just great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about Meek Mills, because of course I believe Meek Mills is more popular than J. Cole. And I feel like Meek Mills had great visuals. Like, his visuals was awesome. But J. Cole message, like, if you listen to it, it's just angelic. Like, it's awesome. So I hope he get a little more props and a little more praise for his work. I don't even think he ever won an award before, to be honest. I'm not sure, don't quote me. But I felt like his performance was very creative and artsy. Best collab went to DJ Khaled, Bryson Tiller, or Triller, whatever. I don't know how to say his name, and Rihanna. So congratulations with them. Best new artist went to SZA, and I thought SZA came out like 2 years ago. I didn't know SZA just came out, but congratulations to her. So then the Migos performed, and I don't know if I'm biased or not, but I just love the Migos. I feel like the Migos are just a unique rap group. I just love them together, to be honest. I like how they could be a group and they could do their solo thing, and it's never a confusion, even though they try to make them like Destiny's Child, this to Beyonce, this to Michelle, and da-da-da. I just don't see that with the Migos. I just see them as a talented group of guys, and they just love doing what they do. So I love their performance. I wish their pants weren't so skinny. No, I'm just joking, but no, seriously, their pants was really tight, really tight. I don't know what's going on with that. I was really confused at this category for Best Actress, and maybe it's just because, I don't know, I'm not being biased, but I don't see how Tiffany Haddish beat Angela Bassett and Taraji P. Henson. But then again, I do understand, because maybe like as far as the younger generation that voted for, or I don't know how their voting works at BET, but I just didn't get that. I really didn't get that. But congratulations to Tiffany Haddish. Her act is going to get tired really fast, because I feel like people are going to get annoyed. Like, honestly, she's like that funny auntie, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want this to seem harsh, because I like her. Like in Girls Trip, she made me laugh, she's funny and stuff like that, but sometimes I feel like it's really forced. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I feel like it's forced. Like, it's kind of on the level of Kevin Hart kind of forced. But I do think she's talented. I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself, and maybe I am, but it's like I love her, but I don't love the persona she makes, because I really feel like people gonna think that's how she is personally, and she's way more than what she's portrayed on films. Jamie Foxx at that point was sick and tired of the audience. Like, Jamie Foxx went in on the audience. He's like, can y'all get up? Can y'all stand up? Can y'all clap? Can y'all, like, nobody in the audience was even engaged. They were just sitting there. Like, it was crickets. Like, nobody was saying anything. It was like really, really bad. Like, y'all, it was really, really bad. He was done. He was like, y'all dry. It was crazy. Miguel performed. Miguel can sing his tail off. He did good. The best people that came up to present the award, the best presenters, were Jacob Lattimore and the guy that played Eazy-E. Y'all, they went in. Their whole little skit, their whole little get up was popping, y'all. Like, when they were talking about like police brutality, and they were just talking about everything, and how they said you call 911 for emergencies, not for your insecurities. Yo, that was like one of the best lines I heard all night. After that, I just wanted to turn off the TV. I was like, yo, he said that. Like, that was really, really good. Then they gave the best group to Migos, of course, and I feel like that's well deserved. Then Nicki Minaj performed, and the music was so loud, I couldn't even hear her. Like, I couldn't even hear her on the mic. I don't know. She looked very pretty. It seemed like her thighs got way bigger. Like, her thighs are really, they match her butt now. She was doing a lot of twerking on the stage and a lot of opening up her legs. And every time she did that, like, BET would go from up close to panning all the way out. So every time, y'all, when I tell y'all, every time she lifted her legs up and she crawled on the ground, like, BET was not having it. Then another thing that BET was doing, whoever was the sound guy, the bleeping guy or whatever, he was bleeping like every single second. I'm like, why does it keep pausing like this? Because he didn't know what people was going to say next, and he kept doing that with the presenters. So I wasn't sure like what was going on with that. I do like how they had best international act. I thought that was really, really good. The winner, he was encouraging the crowd, like, everybody need to go to Africa. It was a lot of people that was encouraging people to go to Africa to visit, and I really love that message. I love that people were saying that as well. They cut him off once he started asking people. He was like, yo, let's collab. Y'all, they cut that boy music real quick. He like, Quavo, I'm looking for a verse. Like, let's collab. They was like, yeah, no, you tried it. H.E.R performed. H.E.R is an awesome singer. Great singer. Like, her whole setup, like, H.E.R is awesome. She is just awesome. Then the Bobby Brown story actually debuted, and it looked really, really good. It looked really, really good. It looked really, really good. Hopefully BET keep this momentum next year or this year up and coming, because this award show was a hot mess. Then they did the Anita Baker tribute. Shout out to Julian from Control. The editor-in-chief of Control, Julian Lark, actually was her wardrobe stylist, and he helped design her attire for the night, and I thought that was wonderful. So shout out to him. So it started off with Jamie Foxx. At first I thought Jamie Foxx was gonna do the whole tribute, because he sung like 3 or 4 of her songs. Jamie Foxx could sing. He did good. He was funny. Like, that was the best he did that night. Like, his commentary was everything. Like, that's how I started loving Jamie Foxx, from that. Like, he was bomb. So I really, really like that. Then Marsha, Lettucey, and Yolanda Adams came out. Yolanda Adams killed it, and she thicker than a snicker. Okay, like, Yolanda had the hams out, and then like she was up there. Every time they panned the audience on her, she was doing walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. I said, okay, Yolanda. She was into it. So I really like that. Lettucey, I'm starting to think that Lettucey is somebody that they just call up to do tributes, because I never see her perform her own music, and she's powerful. She's a great singer, so I don't understand that. But I didn't understand that at all. Then Boot Up came. Now, a lot of people were confused about the set of Boot Up. I'm not saying this is the case, but I do know that when artists perform at these award shows, it's not free. Like, they're paying money for this performance. So what y'all are seeing is basically what they're putting out. It's not like BET is giving them a stage and asking them, what exactly do you want? Like, celebrities or entertainers, they're putting 50 to 100,000, probably even more for their setup. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was confused that she was on like one of the side stages or whatever, where they had kind of like, I don't know who they're, I think it's Toyota or something like that, but they had those drums. Then they had like the regular, she was on a stage, they had nothing like boom spectacular, nothing like that. Her stage was just regular, and I feel like maybe she's just like, you know, she blew up from Boot Up, so maybe she did not have the financial backing to get all of that. I'm not sure if she's an independent artist or what. Like, that stuff is not cheap. Like, BET is not offering for Fire and for all that other stuff that y'all see other artists do. You have to put that money up for that. So I feel like that's probably why hers was chill, because I'm not sure if she with a label. Don't quote me, I don't know. But she still sung it. BET cut her off. I did not like that. She had one of the biggest songs of the year. They should have let that girl sing. So then they talked about the deaths of the year and stuff. Meek Mills had an XXX shirt on. He did not know that boy's name. He said his name was Extensions. Then Snoop Dogg was celebrating 25 years. He ended the show. I thought the ending was horrible. I thought it was a horrible way to end. I just did not understand it. As far as the BET overall, because Debbie, she don't no longer work there, nothing like that. BET just need a whole reset. They need a whole start over, or they just need to shut the network down. And I hate to say it like that, but they do. I feel like this video is really negative, but it's because I'm at my breaking point, because BET is a channel that I grew up watching. Like, I grew up seeing this, and this is what I feel like BET is lacking. BET is lacking creative direction. They need to go back to the drawing board. They need to do a mass hiring, and they need to start the freak over. If I see them pick up another network show like Hit the Floor, y'all already did the game and ruined it. Why in the world would y'all pick up a show that was already established and put it back onto your network? Why? It does not make any sense to me. If anything, start over. Y'all could have did something, flipped hit the floor and just flipped it and made it a football type show. You know what I'm saying? Or shoot, baseball, something, soccer, anything. But why keep remaking the same show? It's like there's no creativity there anymore. And then I read something about how Tyler Perry was supposed to create all these shows over there, but then Tyler Perry created the same dang shows. So it's like, y'all have these people in this world, like, just like y'all go on Instagram and y'all go on Facebook or Twitter and y'all go out for these influencers and these funny people, like Just Hilarious, she did the after show. Like, if y'all could go and see these people, then y'all can go and look at these talented people that are hosting these events, hosting these parties, hosting red carpets, and people that are actually doing PR work, or people that are actually creatives, and find those people and bring them onto your team. Like, stop getting these people. Like, when BET first started out, Tigger in the Basement wasn't known before Tigger in the Basement. Free and AJ wasn't known before Free and AJ. Roxy and Terrence Howard was not known before Roxy and Terrence Howard. It did not work like that. I mean, Terrence J, talking about Terrence Howard. It didn't work like that. People that really succeeded on BET, like Hits from the Street and stuff, people that really succeeded were the ones that gave y'all the best shows. Y'all have to sink that in. Y'all need to go back to the drawing board, because y'all need, if y'all want to bring back some shows and y'all want to have like Like, they brought back TRL. If y'all want to bring back, don't bring back 106 Apart. Bring out something better than 106 Apart. And don't have these people, these IG comedians and all that other stuff. Because, yeah, they're probably funny on IG for 30 seconds. But that's probably material they've been working on for 2 months. And that's probably like within 10 to 15 edits. That's not stuff that's organic. So when y'all get them in front of a camera and they're freezing up, it's because that's not them. That's a persona that they're making. That's something that they're not. So y'all need to go back, do some hiring, find some people that are actually talented, find some people that are actually creative. There's so many screenwriters I know in Atlanta, Georgia that's just waiting for a break. There's so many YouTube shows that y'all can go and look at. Find some of these producers that are making these reality shows and making some of these series and docu-series and stuff like that. Find them and bring them onto your team and learn something from them. Have them create a show. Bring somebody new. Like, I just don't understand the reuse of the same people in this industry. It's just like how rappers date the same girls. Like, come on, y'all can find something new. I just don't get it. That's just my rant. That's just how I feel. Y'all tell me how y'all feel down below. How are y'all feeling the BET Awards? Were y'all here for it or not? Bye. Love you guys.